Hi, it's Sarah from Sarah's Northern Kitchen. I'm going to talk really loud because my microphone died. So I'm going to do this video without a microphone. I am making a holiday spicy pretzel mix that you can serve as an appetizer, or they're really good on that charcuterie board for Christmas time, or just for snacking. Like if you have a whole bunch of people like we have coming next weekend, these are great to throw in a bowl. Everybody absolutely loves them. Super easy to make, and you can have a little bit of variation too of stuff that you have left, like I do, because I have a bunch of odd little things left. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to put parchment paper on our cookie sheet. So I'm going to spray the cookie sheet. This just helps the parchment paper stick. I would recommend doing this because it's like a butter sauce that goes over the top, and this helps the parchment paper stick so it doesn't roll up. See, look at that. So it just basically sticks on there. All right, and then what we're gonna do is we are going to take our mixture of stuff that we are going to use. So basically pretzels. So you can use the sticks, the really skinny sticks, but I have a ton of these round ones left, so I'm gonna dump them on the tray. Straight like this. Okay, that's kind of loud, sorry about that. And then you want to use mixed nuts, so you can use walnuts. I'm using peanuts, so I'm going to add some peanuts. So you can use mixed nuts, you can use walnuts, and I'm going to actually add some pecans on it. But a lot of people will use walnuts for, you know, the mixed cashews and things like that. So I'm just going to add some pecans to dress it up a little bit. Just dump it right on the tray. Actually had two small bags of pecans left. Okay, so that'll clean up, basically cleaning up the pantry. All right, now from my favorite Christmas cookies, Haystacks, I have a little bit of la choy chow mein noodles I'm gonna add in here just for some extra crunch. You do not have to add these, but I had some left over, completely optional. Okay, so basically you really need to make sure you have the mixed nuts and the pretzels. That's the backbone of this recipe. Okay, so just lay those out like that. We're gonna set it behind, and we're gonna make the butter sauce that goes over the top. All right, so you need a stick of butter, and I forgot my cleaner thing, oh my gosh, too many recipes today. I've got butter balls behind me. I've got in the oven too, so I'm gonna get those out shortly. All right, so we've got the butter, and I will definitely write this recipe down. So I'm doing 1 cup of butter, 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire, I love how people, I've always thought it'd be fun to name like a dog Worcestershire. Nobody can ever pronounce it. Yeah, that might be my next dog name. Right, old granny? Okay, and then Dijon mustard. 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Okay, so 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. I'm gonna go grab my other teaspoons because those were dirty. All right, now we got a lot of spices. So we got, the next one is 1 teaspoon, I hope you guys can hear me, 1 teaspoon of onion powder. And I just bought this, and I'm sure it's got the safety seal, yep. I have to do a big time inventory for all of our company coming, because I feel like I'm out of everything, and I make a lot of egg bakes, and boy, that's not gonna come off either. The older I get, it's harder to open these things, and it's harder to open cans, or like spaghetti sauces and things. Like, even I had trouble getting the peanut butter open the other day. Okay, I'm gonna have to get a knife. Sorry, can't get it. Okay, now I got it. I should have been prepared. Sorry, I'm not, for whoever is watching this. Okay, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, okay, about out of that too. Okay, this is kind of an interesting ingredient for this part. So 1 teaspoon of lemon pepper seasoning, one of my personal favorites, lemon pepper. I use that a lot in the summer on grilled meat. 1 teaspoon of dried dill. Most of this stuff's pretty standard in people's pantries. So. And then a 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, which I forgot. Actually, it says, oh no, okay, so now my husband bought this thing yesterday for spices, and he moved all my spices, and now I can't find anything. 3/4 of a teaspoon, I said a 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I'll do 1 1/2 there. And then black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon. Okay, I'm gonna mix all this together, and this will be our buttery sauce. Smells really good. Let's just check, make sure I got everything in my recipe. Okay, now we're gonna bring our pretzels back. That cayenne pepper is gonna make me sneeze. Okay, now we're going to take this and we're gonna mix it all over the pretzels. It will come together because we're also gonna bake it here too. So just evenly put it over the pretzels, the butter mixture. Okay. All right, so we're gonna mix all that in. You can do this in a bowl too, but I didn't want to break the pretzels. This works just as good. All right, so just kind of want to get everything coated, and then we will spread them all back out. See, it coats because the butter was softened. All right, so now we are gonna bake this at 325 for 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, and it's gonna smell so good in your house. And we are going to stir it 2 to 3 times in that 30 to 40 minutes so that we make sure everything is nicely coated together. Okay. All right, so now I got, looks like 2 or 3 things that are not coated. All right, so now I'll kind of flatten everything back out. All right, and we're gonna put this in the oven, 325 degrees, 30 to 40 minutes, okay? They're gonna be toasted. Your house is gonna smell wonderful, probably because of the mustard and the Worcestershire sauce. And then, so I'm gonna put it in for 30 minutes to start. I'm gonna stir it every 10 minutes, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. It has a nice golden buttery flavor to it, and I think you're gonna love this.